Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more Zero Hour. You may be wondering what is on screen, but I just wanted to let you know back in 2016 there was a LAN party for Zero Hour hosted in Dubai. It was arranged and all funded and paid for, I believe, by Cyberdrive UAE. You can go to their Twitch channel, twitch.tv, and look at Cyberdrive UAE, and you can see like a 10-hour stream with all the games played there. But over the next couple of days I'm going to focus on just some of the bigger games that happen, like the semi-finals and stuff like that. A few players were invited, like Size, Rage, Google. I believe all their flights and stuff were paid for as well. I think Google lives there anyway, but Size and Rage, their flights were paid for, and then there's some decent prizes to be won as well. So I believe the currency there is the UAE dirham, I think it is, and I quickly converted it before. It's about $550, something like that for first place. Probably, yeah, well, half of that for second place, and so on. So there's a few pictures and stuff here. If I accidentally show you any text, don't read the text. It might show you a spoiler. It's like who won the tournament and stuff like that. But yeah, there's a few pictures. Not quite sure who that is. I think that's Google. There's loads of other pictures and stuff. Size. I believe that's Mr. X. Not sure who these guys are. Yeah, Ops. I think that's Ops Snyder. I think that's Mr. X. I think that's Size. Rage. That must be the owner or the organizer of it. Must be loaded. He paid for the flights and stuff like that. We've got Google over here on the right. Yeah, Google, Rage, all the same guys again. Size, Rage, discussing pro strats or whatever they were doing. So, I mean, yes, Big Size playing Zero. I'll leave a link for this in the description so you can have a read for yourself. But yeah, if you don't want to spoil who won and whatever, and you just want to watch the videos, then probably don't read the text. You can skip through the photos and stuff. And I'll also leave you a link for their YouTube channel as well, so you can see here the YouTube channel and you can see them all playing and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't want to show you too much because it will spoil the result. If I accidentally show you some text, it'll show you actually who won, and we don't want to show you that. Yeah, Rage, Flame Iori, Google, Flame Iori, Size, Ops Snyder, Rage. Ops Snyder was a very good player, to be honest. Seen some good games of him in. Believe that's Mr. X. I think that's Size. So yeah, again, I'll leave this in the description, but for now we're going to watch the games where Size played against Google. So because it was a double elimination bracket, they actually played against each other a couple of times, because if you lose in the winners bracket, then you may end up playing again in the if you lose in the winners bracket, you may end up playing again in the losers bracket. And so yeah, there's multiple times where multiple people played against the same person. So yeah, without further ado, let's jump into today's game. Okay, so here we are with the Size against Google. I'm not 100% sure if this is in the winners bracket. So the way a double elimination works is you all start off in the winners bracket, and if one of you loses, then you drop down to the losers bracket. And then let's say later in a tournament, another player loses or whatever, you all end up facing each other in the losers bracket. If you lose in the losers bracket, then you are 100% out. You're done and you're just out. But if you if you stay in the winners bracket, you've got a fall back, like a safety net. You can always drop down into the losers bracket later on, and you've got a second chance. So it gives you kind of a second chance to be eliminated from a tournament. What it can mean is some players might play each other a few times, if you understand what I mean. So yeah, we've got Google against Size. I believe this was a best of 7. I've not put it at the top just in case I don't know. I think it's a best of 7. I'm gonna go with that. And we've got infantry against USA. Observer live stream. So yeah, because this is played on LAN, you would imagine no lag whatsoever. So the micro should be 100% on point because you're literally sat next to each other. Hopefully not even playing on Wi-Fi. Hopefully it's all done by a wire. Although I have heard of lag issues on LAN before, but yeah. Anyway, we got Google. He's not boxed in anything, but you don't really have to, I suppose, against infantry. It probably can be a detriment to you, if anything, because it can kill all your buildings in one shot with the artillery in the carpet. And going into this, Size is the favorite. I think he's beaten Google more often than Google has beaten him, but Google is a very capable player, very, very fast. And as you saw before on that little poster thing, #1 player in UAE. So we got V and a Hellfire trying to get in and get some damage done. This tank into here will probably get picked off. We've got this outpost pushing down the left. No defense yet built from Google on this left hand side. I think that's a mistake. I think you want to get a fire base, especially when you're floating a little bit of cash like that at the moment. Google's managed to get inside of this building. He's now going back, and he's going past this, and Size has now switched target, and he's going to lose 1v. It's not a very good start there by Google. And Size is already putting the pressure on over here on this front position. Yeah, Google in a bad way already, sending a load of Vs over here. Try and engage. Probably a couple of Hellfires here. Google's actually floating 2,000. A little bit of miss micro there from his Vs. Google just looks a little bit nervous to me. Like, lack of Firebase floating cash. I think maybe with the pressure on LAN, when you've got probably 10 people watching your screen, maybe the pressure does get to you. Size seems like a pretty relaxed character. So I don't know if it would necessarily affect him. He probably would like it. People were watching him. But I think there's probably more pressure on Google here. Yeah, a bit of a ropey start for sure. He's lost his power plant there as well. Power been built at the back here. I don't know if they were doing random reverse, so if we're going to see a reverse of this or not, if they're just doing random. You can tell we're on the original Tournament Desert, by the way, because you've still got the cars here, so it's kind of crazy they're playing on the original Tournament Desert. 2016. I suppose, yeah. Was TD No Bugs, No Cars out by then? I think it probably was. Things have definitely changed over the last 5 years massively. Now we play so many different maps, and we basically never put cars on maps and stuff like that. This minigun here is going to cause some damage. It's a $350 unit, but it causes so much damage and devastation to the economy. Rangers here and the V will be used to clear this up. Game is stabilizing a little bit. Pressure taken off Google tiny little bit. Size now expanded to a supply over here. Prop now being built by Size, which means you'll have ECMs and stuff like that. Finally, a Firebase going up on this left-hand side. And Size has just found an outpost here and actually scared Google into cancelling that. Because I think he thought that was full, but it's actually not full. These are the full ones. And Google, yeah, he's going to need like a couple of drones and a couple of Hellfires to help him deal with this. I think just going in with no drones whatsoever is a bad idea. But so far, he has cleared that up. And Size has not evac'd his stuff, so they are going to run around a bit before they'll be able to fire. So you see actually only 2 of them already are firing. They still get one, almost 1v. Another unit here, which is an assault troop crawler here for Size. Size expanded to the mid once again. It's got 2 supplies now in the mid. And Google is losing Chinooks now. This assault troop crawler proving to be a bit of a problem. And Size behind this is just still amassing units. So yeah, when this is all done and dusted, I'll show you the bracket when I've casted the games that I want to watch. Because otherwise, if I show you the bracket now, I'd have to blank out loads of names because obviously the bracket's completed because it was played 5 years ago. So yeah, Google lost another V there. A little bit of a problem. He's now finally built a Hellfire, and they really do help at chipping away at this infantry. But Google's losing even more Chinooks. Another Chinook does go down there. Another barracks being dropped down. But Google is holding, and they're pretty much bang even in terms of XP. And Google's now actually in the base here with 3 Vs. Did not even see that, but now he's about to get disabled by the Lotus. I wonder if an outpost is going to come. Oh, he's actually transitioned into MiGs, which probably indicates why there's no units coming out of there. He does manage to kill the war factory, but the MiGs are going back to reload. And yeah, these units are now going to die. But it has distracted Size enough to allow Google now to push out. But he did take such damage, though. He lost like his barracks, lost a couple of Chinooks and whatever. And Size is now getting this oil over here on this left-hand side. Yeah, Google, as of recent, seems to have quit Zero for a little bit. Players do that. They play a big tournament like the World Series or whatever, and then take a break and they'll come back. Google's done that a few times. Fargo's doing that at the moment. I think, like, for me, I've been playing pretty consistent over the years. I haven't taken any breaks, even like a couple of months or anything like that. I think if you even stop playing just for like 2 or 3 months or something, when you come back, you will be really bad. I think the activity is very, very important for keeping a good level. Yeah, looking pretty good for Size. He's also got an outpost still in the back of Google's base, so he can see everything. He can see these Vs now moving out. He knows they're coming down the middle. You can see loads of the map size. Just look at everything you can see. You can see where everything is at all times. This outpost gives us such a crazy vision. Okay, so MiG's moving in from the right-hand side. Supply there. It's going to get targeted. I think 5 is the key number to take it down, you know, because I don't think 4 does. Ooh, it's left it so low. It does go down. And MiGs go down as well, though. Well, some of them do. It doesn't have the MiG armor upgrade size. Definitely think it's worthwhile getting. Hotkey for that is A, I believe. Yeah, Google looking in a bit of a bad way. Sai's very smart in picking up his XP because he just came in and hit that supply, and I'm pretty sure that's what tipped him over the edge to get level 3. And now he's got his CC, he's got a carpet and artillery, which again makes him even stronger. War Factory there goes down, and Google doesn't have very much, to be honest. A few flashbangs here will take down the tank hunters. But again, Size is coming. I don't even know what was there. Was that a power plant? Yeah, I think it was a power plant. Size is literally running rings around Google at the moment. He's just literally doing whatever he wants, playing absolutely superb. And Google has been defeated. Very, very well played there by Size. I don't think he did like a super special build or anything crazy. He just did a really solid build and executed everything perfectly. So yeah, very, very well played there. So score goes 1-0 for Size. And yeah, but like I said, I believe it's a best of 7. Okay, jumping into game number 2. Got Google against Size. Google is now infantry and Size is now USA, but the map is different. And now on Forgotten Forest, which is the map played nowadays is Forgotten Air Battle. Still got Forgotten in the title, but the difference is that back then the bridges were proper 0-hour bridges. But the problem is units kind of react weirdly on these bridges. In the Snowy edition, which is the Forgotten Air Battle, then it's actually solid snow or solid ice going across, so it's actually like land. So yeah, and obviously everything is winter and icy and snowy and stuff like that as well. I think the land is a bit flatter there as well on Forgotten Air Battle because it's kind of imbalanced here, the way there's a big ridge that goes through your base. Because if you're China, you can't drop down a supply there. You've kind of got to go all the way over here, which, yeah, hinders you a little bit. So Size is now the USA. He's going for War Factory Barracks. He's playing in the blue. I got Google with the pink. And, yeah, he's playing with the infantry. It looks like he's going for Tank Hunter over here, and then he's going for potential oil capture. Size has got a drone here, so he knows exactly what he's up to. Very, very slow start. But you know what? I think actually, if you ever compare 0 to like StarCraft 2, StarCraft 2, one of the most popular RTS games, if not the most popular RTS game of all time. StarCraft 2 has a lot of dead time in the beginning. It has like sometimes, what, 4 or 5 minutes of complete dead time. Whereas, yeah, we're 2 minutes in and we're saying this is a slow game, but at least you've got units out and they're fighting and stuff. Yeah, StarCraft 2 has a lot of building workers and stuff like that in the beginning, loads and loads of macro. Whereas in 0, you kind of build 2 trucks and that's your economy sorted unless you're going to go for oils. But these 2 minigunners have been shut down. Size is on top of his game. The drone there has now been killed. And already now Size is putting the pressure on these trucks. Google is not moving the trucks. Ooh, Size living on the edge there, isn't he? Don't tell me he's going to get out of here. And kill the outpost as well. Size is just a beast sometimes. On his day, he is literally just a beast. Ooh, bit off a little bit more than you can chew there, but Google has made this maybe a little bit too prematurely because now they could get laser locked. But Google is now entering the base with an outpost, but there's another V here from Size. Really think the key to killing the infantry is to hit his trucks exactly like Size is doing. So I think what Google could do is box his trucks a little bit better. It is hard in this corner on this map. You could at least do like a bunker there or something with some tank hunters in. And maybe the same on that side as well. Outpost has now entered the base and Size is losing 2 Chinooks. I wonder if that's going to kill him though, because so far all the damage has been done to Google. But now Size is taking some counter damage here, not paying attention to that. But yeah, massive economic damage done to both players. Google's only on 1 truck. The supply now going down, but the Vs are now after it, after the outpost. Ooh. Size is shooting his own supply. He wants the free ranges for him, and it also stops Google from getting the XP. Size is going to keep all of his Vs alive. That is a very, very smart move there from Size. Not only denies the XP, but he also gets the free ranges, which is helping him clear this up as well. So this shows why Size is such a beast. Only 1 truck still for Google. He's remade a second one now, but yeah, just on 2 trucks is not the greatest, especially when that's not a perfect supply as well, because he's got the mines there. The truck's never going to get in a perfect position anyway, unless it gets trapped right between there, which I can't really see happening. So Size is only on 1 supply at the moment. He's not even collecting off different crates, which I do like to see. I think it speeds your economy up a little bit. Okay, Barracks has now gone down. No second supply yet from Size, although he's about to get 2,000 when that Chinook drops off. So yeah, he's obviously just spent something because he's now got below 2,000 again. Okay, Size entering the base. Oh, that's a mistake there from Size. Don't know if he was going to try and trap them trucks or something, but yeah, ran straight into the infantry. This game definitely looking a lot closer than the previous game. Truck's now going to move back, and mines spawn just in time, but these... Ooh. Definitely think Size could have got some kills there. But yeah, Size is looking a bit vulnerable now because... yeah, he's taking big damage on these tank hunters. I think it just shows you how strong infantry is. So yeah, I really think this game could have been easier for Google if he'd have boxed his trucks a little bit better. Because if Size was not able to get any economic damage done at all, Google would be in such a much better, stronger position right now. Size has rebuilt power, and he's built a new supply. You tank hunters here, probably going to go down. They are all, well, 2 of them are healing because they're vet 2. If you vet 2, you heal. Yeah, I don't think that V should hang around too longer. It will go down. Even this V here might go down, yeah, because the vet 2 doing extra damage. But Size is now taking damage over here. Yeah, Size got a missile defender here, missile defender, oh, ranger here actually. But he's potentially going to lose a war factory here. I think Google should just commit to it. He does, and he's killed a V as well, and potentially even a second V. Ooh, that's got to be a deadly blow there for Size, because Google's now on level 3 and getting his CC. This is looking like a 1-1. It might be on for a close set here. Our plant here taking a lot of damage, and Size is just looking a little bit too wrecked. Well, Google's even got an oil now as well. Size's main unit now is a ranger. He doesn't even have the flashbang either. Here comes the carpet. Here comes the artillery. Did fire them both at the same time, so now Size knows a carpet is coming. Sometimes you want to fire the carpet first, let it hit, and then fire the artillery. Size is selling that supply. Yeah, good idea, but you now don't have 2,000 to build a new supply. Yeah, that's got to be it. He was just $50 short of building a new supply. GG, well played there from Google. 1-1 is the score. Okay, jumping into game number 3. We've got Google down in the bottom left, the China Vanilla in the pink. Then up in the top right, we've got China Nuke for Big Size in the blue. So, I don't know if Google would have chosen this. I know Forgotten Forest is one of his favorite maps, and I know Barren Badlands is one of his favorite maps as well. So I don't know if he chose both. Size does like Barren Badlands as well. Notice they're like official maps. Yeah, they play Tournament Desert official, Barren Badlands official. Just shows you how differently it was just even 5 years ago, which, like, yeah, when this tournament happened, it doesn't even seem that long ago to me, but 5 years already? And the fact that now we've got all these crazy maps like Farmlands, The Fallen, Oil Rampage, all these ranked maps that we're always playing every day. Like, when's the last time you saw me or saw a tournament game on Tournament Desert, for example? It's quite rare to come across one now, isn't it? I think Size is the favorite going into this game. He loves kind of China games, China mirrors. He not only won the Nuke Mirror tournament, but then after that went on to be Excal as well in the Nuke Mirror. So I know this is not a Nuke Mirror, but it's Nuke against China. Kinda similar. It's still some kind of China, which he does like. And I think Google's oil cap is going to be spotted. Size has already clicked on it, so he knows what is up. There's going to be a Helix. So Size now knows there's a barracks out because he can see the red guard. I think there was 2 initially to get all these tank hunters and to get the oil going. Google's also expanded to second supply. If he can get that oil, get some damage done with this Helix, and he gets that second supply rolling, which he is, could be in a good position. But I think Size knows there could be a Helix. He's got gats spread around already. Size also might be going for the oil. He doesn't have the capture upgrade yet. He is going to get inside of here. I would like to see Google get inside of there. Google's usually a very, very fast player, but I'm surprised he's not paid attention over here and just put his guy inside, because now he's going to lose that engagement. Yeah, it's GG for that. Well, for the red guard. It's not GG, it's just GG for the red guard. Helix is getting some damage done. I wonder if he can get any more done. He's taking out the tank hunter, not put inside the bunker. One Dozer going to get taken out, and a few trucks here might go down as well. Needs to be careful with this Helix, though. Is he going to evac? He is, actually. Yeah, he's going to evac. I think that could work nicely, though, because, you know, with the Horde bonus there, might be able to get more damage. And if these come in single file, then you probably will be able to take him out. Ooh, a lot of them weren't firing. Oh, no, what's going on? A lot of them weren't firing. If they were firing consistently from the beginning, all of them together, they might have been able to take down them 2 gats, or at least leave that one very, very low. Size doesn't know there's mines there, but he finds out now, and he's lost that. It's quite a nice-ish start from Google. Just unfortunate about the positioning on those tank hunters. This Helix is going to fly back, but Google is a bit few. Has a little too few units out at the moment. Size now has 1 oil as well. He's dropping down an airfield. That truck shouldn't have gone back, because now the truck's going to die. Nuke MiGs, okay, without the upgrade. I don't know if that was the split fire then. It certainly looked like a split fire, didn't it, there from Size? To do a split fire like that really, really quick, you just click on both of them alternately until the Nuke MiGs like shot both missiles, and then you'll see them both die. You just need to click on both really, really fast a few times. Nice little flame wall there, but Size, yeah, with these Nuke MiGs, able to take out stray flamers and stuff like that. I suppose Outpost will be vulnerable to that as well. But Size, ooh, he's got a Helix to face off against again. This Helix, where is that going? Is it going for the Dozer Hunt? Ooh, it's flared straight into Gats. Oh, he gets it. No way. He's going to get it. He's going to get it. He is going to get it. And he's unloaded the tank enters as well. What's the MiG going to hit? The MiG is going to hit the tank enters. Those tank enters are dead now, but Size is hunted. That's quite a nice play. As lame as it is, you definitely would prefer to fight against the nuke without a dozer, because now there's going to be no overlords, no ECMs, no nothing like that. He can't expand. Whereas Google now just needs to hold until he gets his support powers. He's already got a CC. Building a prop. I would be spamming bunkers all over the place now. Yeah, don't know about expanding with no protection here at all. Probably drop down a bunker first and maybe bring that tank hunter forward, something like that, because just building the supply. I just worry about Google now because Size is going to spam loads and loads of units, whereas Google's like built a CC, costs 2k, but it's not really of any use right now. You're building a prop, it costs 2k. What's it doing right now? What are you going to be able to get out? Maybe what, a couple of ECMs or something? And he's also expanded here. That's 1500. And he's built the mines there, 600. It's all doing very, very little for now. And Size is going to have loads of units soon because he's going to be angry and just spam loads of units out. So yeah, I do worry about what Google's going to follow this up with. He's got MiGs out, but he needs to make his mind up. Is he going to spend now 2k on the napalm? Like, why drop down the prop as well? Unless he's going to go for a Lotus. He could go for a Lotus straight down the middle and actually capture Size's war factory or something like that. That would really screw him over. Google's actually switched into MiGs. What's he going to shoot though? Oh man, that's painful. Oh, how many MiGs? 2.9 MiGs. That one does survive. Helix here now killing stuff. Yeah, Google just seems a little bit all over the place now. He's trying to do everything at the same time. He does have a Lotus out though. He has got these bunkers. Size doesn't seem too bothered to rush in right now. He is playing this nice and calmly. Still got MiGs out. He's gone for 3 helixes now. So he's going to try and catch Google off guard with the lack of anti-air, probably down here, which is where all the helixes are heading right now. And yeah. Oh, man. If Google goes on to lose this one, that's got to be a painful one. MiGs come in. Really nice hit, but unfortunately, no helixes go down. They were both left very, very low. Yeah, Size lucky to keep them. I think that might be a game changer, you know. If those two helixes go down, not only would Google get loads of XP from the helix kills, but also that's a massive blow. That's the bulk of his air army. And they're the 2 bunker elixirs as well, by the way. They're the ones with all the tank enters in. Got Lotus behind here. Google wants to capture maybe the airfield, but the MiGs... Ooh, they're moving out. Is Google paying attention? Because he could now capture the airfield. Yeah. This is a nice play from Google. I like what he's doing here. He's playing real smart. Lotus is now going to capture the airfield. No more helixes. He just needs to kill these air units. I mean, just kill these. Just these 4 massive flying helicopters. Just needs to kill those. ECM being put to use, but this flame is going to cause some problems. Size also might try to get inside of here. Napalm MiGs. Helixes will still repair because of the speaker tower. I think a few bunkers, maybe a Gatling cannon, stuff like that could be useful up front. Google's floating 3.1k, but he's losing ground down here. Okay, Size is forced back for now, but these helixes flying doom basically. If they get on top of the airfield, that's going to cause big problems, and there's a lack of GATs out here as well. Only 1 GAT, 1 ECM. Was that a Lotus? Yeah, Lotus went down again. That bunker popped open. Google's floating 4k now. I think he's just getting overwhelmed. Why not spamming loads of units? Where's the nuke cannon? Where's chain gun GATs? Where's more GATs? At the moment, he just seems to be getting a little bit overwhelmed. He's floating 5.3k now, and those helixes is now on top of his airfield. Oh, that's really frustrating because I think Google played that really smart. Going for the hunt, going for the airfield capture. Should he have captured the war factory instead? Should he have captured the power instead, or the barracks? I think capturing one of the... Yeah, I think probably the airfield is one of the best things. Could have captured the supply. but that wouldn't have had that much impact, I don't think. Yeah, frustrating that, because I think Google could have won that. I think he played it very, very nice, but then, yeah, in the end, I think he just faltered and floated a little bit too much cash. So yeah, we've got 2-1 there for Size. Okay, jumping into the next match. This is another Google favorite map, you know, so I don't know if he's choosing all the maps and Size is just doing that thing where he's Mr. Nice Guy and just says, yeah, you choose all the maps. I think he might be doing that because this is another one of Google's favorite maps, North America. You probably haven't seen this for ages. It's basically in the shape of North America up here. So yeah, I mean, where are we now? I need to... is this like South Dakota? North Dakota? Illinois? Trying to test my US knowledge. Okay, so down in the south we've got Big Size. He is playing with a China... Whoa, they're doing China and Nuke again. Are you joking me? Oh, it's China Nuke reverse, isn't it? Yeah, China Nuke reverse. But yeah, they've changed the map. That's weird, isn't it? You don't normally see that. It is random reverse, but you change the map. I suppose it keeps it fresh. Not 100% balanced, but it does keep it fresh, I suppose. Yeah, it's another Google favorite map, so let's see how he does here. We've got Big Size going for barracks first. He's sending one tank hunt over here, probably just to scout what's going on. He might actually get a dozer kill. Ooh, Google might be sending his dozer to death, to be honest. Size gone for War Factory Barracks. He's getting a bunker over here. Always a bit of a weird map because you drop down a bunker there, but then the enemy can still just go down here and around the back. Maybe another bunker. Google is the nuke. We have 2 War Factories. 2 supplies. I wonder what this tank hunt is going to get done, actually. Google is on it, but it's a bit slow. I wonder if that's going to turn around and plant a bomb. Okay, one of Size's dozers has gone down. Yeah, that tank hunt is still alive, Google. Is he going to do something about it or not? Size taking economic damage here, and he's also not got anything inside of that bunker right now. This tank hunter still might go down from the explosion. Yeah, it does. Tank hunter here. Just put it on guard, I think Size should do. And just keeps Google busy and keeps chipping away the HP. Google is now putting the pressure on Size's main base. Got an outpost and a bunker here. Size is getting hunted again. Google is ruthless, isn't he? I mean, he just keeps finding the dozers, I suppose. If he keeps finding the dozers, then of course he's going to hunt it. Flamer here is going to go down, and this Battlemaster, I think, is going to go down as well. It does. This tank hunter here is still out of use. Battlemaster's here. This is looking very good for Google, you know. How is Size going to deal with this? Size making more outposts, more tank hunters, but they're all getting run over. No TNTs. And Google can now push forward and put harassment down on these trucks again. There's an outpost here, though. It's going to kill one dozer and might kill the trucks. Is there any bombs going to be planted here? Outpost there. Oh, sorry, a Battlemaster there and an outpost both go down. Size's supply here is going down, but there are mines, so Google does need to be careful he doesn't step on those. Google behind this has gone for a prop and now dropping down a barracks. Probably wants to get his Lotus out. Just worried here for Google if he steps on these mines. That could be... yeah, he knows. He's force fired the ground. So you can see the mines. Size has stabilized. Apart from losing his second supply. He's at least stabilized in his main base. And one outpost goes down, one Battlemaster goes down, another Battlemaster is going to go down because the TNT charge has been planted on it. Size is hunted, remember, and actually Size is putting on pressure on these trucks. Lotus did capture one oil through the prop, it looks like, as well. And Google's going to be left without any money now because Size is harassing like crazy. And if Google loses these battle masses, oh, he's in the base now with an Overlord and an ECM. It all comes down to the micro of this now. If this Overlord and ECM micro is good enough, there should be no way the size could win this. I think that's GG. I think Google could maybe protect his trucks a little bit better and close it out a little bit more cleanly, but I can't really see any way Size is going to win now. How can Size possibly stop that Overlord and ECM? I don't think there's really any way. Yeah, it's got to be GG. Surely GG. Google still has the dozer. He's taking a bit of damage, but I don't think it really matters. If it's just a base trade situation now, even if it went to that, because, I mean, Google can still make units here, can stop that outpost. Outpost is actually going to get disabled, okay. Yeah, Size's power is going down, the Never Truck's going down. Google's almost level 3. Size also level 3, but he's got no dozer, so he can't do anything. So yeah, I definitely think this is over. GG, well played there to Google. Makes it 2-2. I didn't expect that. I thought that was going to be another Size victory. I thought his build order was pretty good. But this shows you why it's Google's favorite map. He knows the strats. Don't worry about that. So, okay, so jumping into the next match. I've just realized, you know, this must be a best of 5 because this is the final replay I have. So yeah, it's best of 5. So I did lie to you. I said I think it was best of 7, but actually this is my last replay. So yeah, let's see who is going to win this one. Best of 5. So we've got Size down in the south with the Gillet Vanilla in the blue. Interestingly, I just saw Relax's name come up, so that means it's a Relax edit. This is the No Bugs No Cars edition. So I don't know why they played on the official map earlier. Yeah, not 100% sure. I mean, as long as they agreed no cars regardless, I suppose it doesn't really matter that much. But the no bugs things just means you can put infantry inside of these easier. So for example, on the original version, if you've got an infantry unit here and you try to go in that bunker, then it can just bug out on the cliff. It'll just get stuck there and it'll just think, oh, why can't I get up there? But actually in the no bugs edition, it will go around and it will actually go in. Okay, so we've got Google taking control of the mid. That's a very big point, actually, the fact that Size hasn't even got a tunnel up there. It is a very major blow, because now Google will be able to secure probably all the mid. And Google's probably just going to start firing at all these buildings and just killing them, just maintaining those buildings for himself. Size does have an aggressive tunnel over here, though, and Google went for a fast oil cap, but there's no tunnel to support. So I think that's a big mistake there from Google. If you're going for a fast oil cap like that, it's better to sacrifice that one and actually just build a tunnel there. Personally, I think that anyway. No box here from Google either, and the technical is going to get in and kill a load of workers. Another technical from Size, going to kill a load more workers. I mean, if you start killing workers like this early on, it's such a big blow for your economy. Even this last worker here is going to go down as well. Technical might go down eventually. Oh, it's even going to escape and probably kill more over here. This is a really bad start now for Google. Does have 3 technicals of his own out, though, and Size is pretty bad at scrap denial. He pretty much never scrap denies. So, Google will get himself a super tech there. Now, that could come back to help him. Yeah, hell of a lot. Size seems to be switching. So one thing Size is really good at, he gets his quad numbers up early on. It's like some players will just keep making technicals for a long while, but then eventually you'll come against like 5 Size quads and you'll be like, oh, why didn't I switch to quads earlier? Here though, I wonder who's going to win this engagement, because we've got super tech versus non-super techs. However, ooh, Google's still going to come out on top. He's got himself a Vet 3 super tech, and he can actually get 2 super techs here. Wow, really nice trade-off there for Google. Based on that, he should be able to win this now, because he should just be able to just fly around the map. Just, you know, not literally fly, but basically fly how fast they go. Just literally zoom around all the maps, killing absolutely everything. Even if you just got a couple of quads now, just to tank the damage there and then come in with the support of the two super techs, that tunnel shouldn't really have any chance no matter how many quads are inside of it. So yeah, these two super techs now are going to cause all kinds of problems here for size. So Google wants to get the last hit with that one, really, to get it vetted up. Ooh, no, he didn't get it. That would have been nice, but size was some nice defense so far. Size does have these buildings occupied here, and one super tech there has gone down. Unfortunate for Google. But Google has invested 1,000 into this capture upgrade and not going to be able to secure his oil, while Size does have control of these two. Maybe you want to TNT this back one and then engage the front one, something like that. But Google definitely sending a rebel in there now. It's just another waste of $200. Got 5 workers there, 4 workers there. Google's now switched into Scorpions. Size switched into Scorpions as well, actually. Fake arms dealer does get cancelled. Google wants to expand to another supply. I think, you know, it would be better to clear that rebel with a scaffold and then just build a supply on the lower ground rather than the super long distance that is this. I think that could be better. But Google is pushing Size back on this right-hand side, and one tunnel here has already been cleared. The super tech not able to get that much done by itself. I mean, if there was 2 still, then of course you would probably be able to combat a lot of this. Not the Scorpions, obviously, unless they fired their rocket. But like single quads especially, even 2 or 3 quads if you come in from like an angle or something. Google finally got himself an oil. He's dropping down a palace, but I'm pretty sure Size knows about that palace. Ooh. No, he just doesn't. I was going to say the vision on that bunker. But Size actually pushing forward here with a load of Scorpions. Really wants to take the fight to Size. Size now getting his oil, so he's actually behind in oils, actually. Size seems to have a better map control on the sides, whereas Google has a better map control in the mid. Size has gone for double arms dealer, getting loads and loads of units out. Let's work it here. Oh, causes a bit of splash damage to his own units. Didn't make too much of a difference. But either way, they have gone a little bit lower. Google, relentless with this pressure, wants to trap these units before they can get inside of the tunnel. One more quad goes down. And another Scorpion here going to go down for Size. Size actually bringing a terrorist to the party here as well. Now Size is getting a surround on, really, with different units from different sides. Super Tech in here coming to help, and that helps a lot, actually. A lot of Scorpions went down there. But Google's army is getting a little bit weaker. And Google is about to lose his super tech unless he just evacuates from the situation now. Definitely wants to save that super tech. Big Scorpion battle. Losses on both sides here. I think this has been quite a nice attack from Google. I think you'll be happy with probably this trade overall. Although we did lose quite a few tanks in the end, and Size has now got a decent army and got a load of scrap from that as well. Like got double rockets and stuff like that. Here comes a technical from Google. I wonder if that's going to be a TNT on one of the arms dealers. It could well be, you know. Yeah, it is a TNT. That's a very nice hit there from Google. Just slow down Size a hell of a lot. Terrorist costs 1,000, whereas that arms dealer costs 2,500. Technical obviously costs 500 as well, which he has lost. But overall, definitely worth it. And you've gained the XP from that arms dealer kill. But Size has established another tunnel over here, and Google is about to lose his oil. Another tunnel going up in his base. He's on a palace. Google's still collecting from the middle, but only 2 workers. And I think it's been 2 workers for a while, actually. Okay, this is something Google used to do a lot, actually. You would make loads of RPGs from this barracks in the mid, and then, yeah, you'll go inside of his battle bus. And he is doing that now, but the problem is with battle buses against a load of scorpions, your battle bus might go down very, very quick, and especially if the enemy goes buggies as well. But Size is not actually on a palace yet at all. So Google's rushed out his palace and getting a market, but he's actually losing ground to Size's typical double arms dealer spam. So yeah, nice play so far from Size, and it looks like Size is taking the advantage now because Google's no longer collecting over here on this top left. It's been a very, very strong performance so far from Google. I definitely think dropping down 2 markets is a big mistake though. That's 5K's worth of money invested there, and you're losing ground everywhere and only collecting on 2 workers there. Probably more efficient to build more workers. Oh, battle bus is going to go down. Oh man, look at them both get hole moded just by a couple of scorpions. And Size now just needs to put a couple of terrorists on guard mode, and then buses are completely doomed. And that's a big expensive loss. It's like 8 RPGs in there, $300 a pop. 2 buses, 1,000 a pop. They are completely bugged out, them two, aren't they? What the hell is that battle bus doing? Oh man, that battle bus. Scorpions come in and kill a battle bus. Oh. Oh man, that's a big loss there for Google. He's applying the pressure over here though as well. Size has so many tanks though. It's like General Kwai. Tanks, tanks, build more tanks. When he says that quote in the General's Challenge. Maybe slightly differently to that, but okay, Size now applying pressure on the front. Google with his battle burst. He wants to wait till the Scorpions have fired their rocket, and then he wants to come in with the battle burst. Takes out 1 Scorpion pretty much for free there. Takes out a second. Now decides to back off, but Size now might switch into buggies. Battle bus gets sniped, and another battle bus gets hole moded. Black market is up, 2 black markets are up for Google, but there is a quad cannon still here, and this supply has been stopped. Well, that was a little bit of an abrupt end, but I think it was fair to say Google was losing that. You can see more units destroyed there from Size, and Google lost 34. Buildings destroyed, actually more for Google and less so for Size, but yeah, really, really decent. Best of 5. Yeah, sorry, I got it wrong. I thought it was a best of 7. But clearly, you know, I probably could have counted the replays. But then again, I didn't know who won and who lost. I thought it might be like a 4-1 scoreline, for example. So yeah, well done to Size there. Comes out on top 3-2 in that set. So yeah, although it's 5 years ago, do you think strats have evolved since then? What do you think of the old maps compared to the new maps and stuff like that? Yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments. GG, well played, and see you in the next one.